Bit of a unique story really, this little Sunbeam Tiger 1966, actually no, tell lies, so 64. I was out touring around in California, met up with a guy called Bill Dembesti, and in Arizona we were looking at cars at auction, and he invited me up to his place. We were looking for Shelbys for a customer out in Hong Kong. Bill showed me this little car out in his warehouse, and we went along, took a look, and it was on trestles. And I said, blimey, a little Sunbeam Tiger. You know, I asked if he had any project cars for sale, because we're obviously now restoring cars. Saw this little car and said, blimey, this is one of my favourite cars. There's a picture up on the wall there. When I was 17, it was one of my first early cars. So Bill said to me, well, it's all complete, but it's been blasted. It was going to be restored. Take a look. And I looked at the car, and he asked me, you know, what's your bid? I said, I'd like to give $40,000. And he looked at me and he said, no, he said, you can't buy that car for that. He said, take another look. So I went along and had a look. He said, take a look in the file. So I opened the file up, sitting on the dash. Took out the paper, and there was the receipt, Carroll Shelby. And I said, you're kidding me, this was Carroll Shelby's car? He said, yeah. Honestly, yeah, it was his when he was alive. We were going to restore it. All in the shop was hanging on the walls, all these Cobras and Shelby prototypes. He bought the whole kit when Shelby died, and he was running a NASCAR team with him. So I said, well, that changed his life a little bit, doesn't it? You know, it's going to make a whole different value of the car. He said, well, it will a bit. So he said, so what's your bid? I said, I don't think I'll be able to afford it, Bill. He said, what are you going to do with it? I said, well, I'm going to restore it and get it back to 100% and then give it to my son. He said, really? I said, yeah. Okay. He said, you can have it for $10,000. So there it is, Carroll Shelby's car, and we're going to restore it from scratch. It's been blasted before. This is how it arrived in July this year. We're going to refreshen it, give it another blast, zinc coat it, and restore the car. I've been collecting little bits and pieces around the shop, as you'll see. And in fact, Sunbeam Spares in London gave me a set of wheels off the original Works Roots Group Tiger, the Works rally car. So I've been collecting some nice bits and pieces, and hopefully you're going to follow me through the journey of restoring the car.